This program is brought to you through the kind support of the Friends of That's What She Said. Support BCTV by visiting bctv.org/support.
It used to be great, now it's not so great, but it's still pretty great. Reading. Ate pretzels nonstop and pot pie no top. More dessert till we drop. Perks. Did they really say that? They did not say that. Yeah, they did say that. That's what she said.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for a night of That's What She Said. You'll notice our friend Jane is not here with us tonight. She's on assignment. I don't know where she's at. But we hope she'll give us a call. I did tweet her, so I'm hoping she joins us.
I'm glad.
Before we get started, I want to let you know that you can give us a call. We are taking live calls at 610-378-0426. And you can tweet us on She Tweets to Me at Twitter. Oh, wait, yeah. So I'm joined here by my friends
Martha
and Nicole. Hello. Okay, good. So yeah, it's just the three of us tonight, but that's
cozy.
Fun. It is cozy.
Three's a party.
Three is a party.
Yes.
Speaking of threes, we've had a few celebrity deaths like the last couple of days, right?
My goodness.
Yes.
With Doris Roberts,
Yes.
Prince.
Prince, very sad.
Who else?
You know what I heard
Prince from
tonight?
China.
They're not sure that he had a will. Do you not think, even though he was very young, that he would have had a business manager that would have seen that that was
There
all?
was something.
I would hope so. I mean, he had a lot of assets, you would think.
I forget how many $1 million they
Yeah.
expected.
So that's
Yeah.
kind of a shame. It's
Very
been
sad.
a strange week
Yeah, it
in
has
the celebrity world.
You mentioned China.
Yeah.
And did you hear what was interesting about that? She actually donated her brain to science so that they
Really?
can study the effects of concussions on the brain.
Oh,
so,
wow,
you know,
that's fascinating.
yeah, hopefully her death
for
leads to
her.
some good discovery to save people in the future, to help
Yeah.
people in the
Absolutely.
future. So, thanks, China.
insane.
Good for you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Good.
Are you knitting purple in honor of
I'm-
Prince?
In honor of
The
Prince.
purple one. You know what? I am. Yes. That's exactly what I'm doing
How
here.
thoughtful,
I
Sheila.
know, right?
How thoughtful.
Good
We're just
dedication,
the purple
Sheila.
one, so here I
There
go
you
with
go.
the purple. We're nuts. I know.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So let's talk about something a little less crazy. Let's talk about those primaries that are.
Tomorrow.
please.
Yeah. Tomorrow's a
Tomorrow.
big day,
Oh,
right?
I
It
hope
is.
people go out and vote. They're really important.
It's really important.
Really,
yeah.
really important that people vote. I heard so many people say, "Oh, I'm so disgusted. I'm just not going to vote." Oh,
Well,
That's
the
when
whole
you should
point of it.
vote.
Exactly.
You're
exactly.
disgusted?
although that's
Good.
not
Yeah.
a very good logic. I mean,
You know, and
you
even
certainly are
if
free
even
not
if you
to
don't
vote, but
want
it's
to
really
vote,
important to do so.
and if you don't want to vote for the national, if that so turned you off, the local.
That's what's
offices
most
that are up,
important.
That's what's really important.
Yeah, this is the big one. So
Yeah,
everybody get
it
out
really
there and
is.
vote. If you don't vote, do it.
I'm mad, so don't vote. That's like being shot at. I'm just going to stand here.
I'm not going to the hospital because I hate
Right,
them. I'll
right.
just bleed to
Come
death.
on.
Right, I'm so
No.
mad, I'm not going to vote. Well, that's way to get even. Right?
Yeah.
Wow, you're showing us.
Yeah.
Go vote. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
But it's
what
supposed-
who we are going to vote in or what we believe in. What matters is that you're going to vote and exercise your civil right and also your civil duty
And it's
to go vote.
It's a civil right that there are so many people in so many parts of the world that would give anything to have that right to vote.
Right. And what do we think about like the candidates? I mean, the president candidates, the senator.
Well, I'll tell you about that on my rant.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to name any names.
Wait on
I
that.
promise not to name
You're
any
ahead of that
names,
train.
but I think I'm tired of it.
You're
Aren't you
ti-
tired of it? I mean,
I'm
it's
over all of it. I
yeah,
mean,
exactly. And it's not even. I mean, it's only April.
There's just a
It's
lot
just
of,
like,
you know.
I'm tired of it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it just-
nonsense.
It is.
Oh, it's been a show. It's been a.
It's definitely
Exactly.
been a
I
show.
feel like we're watching Big Brother presidential version. Like,
Exactly.
who's gonna do something stupid now?
It's like a
Kind of,
Kardashian
yeah.
reality show.
It really
It
is.
really
and
is ridiculous.
It's rough.
you know, yeah, and even the candidates
really
you
rough.
like, at some point you're like, really? Come on.
It is so saturated with even
I
the
mean, they're
ones I
stuck
do
in the
like,
ring
I'm
with
kind
these
of-
monkeys. You never know what's going to fly out of anybody's mouth.
No, you're right.
You just, I mean, they're
fling is the
kind
right
of just have to
Absolutely
roll
right.
with it too, and they're probably just as frustrated as the rest of us are, right?
I hope
Think
so.
about it.
Oh, I do
They're
hope
stuck
they
in with these people. We can shut the TV off, but they can't.
And shut the TV off, I do.
Yeah,
But I did something new this year that
did.
I have not done before.
What's that?
For the primaries, I typically go there to vote for the presidential primaries, but then they do all the other balloting
Right.
stuff too. And I'm just like, oh, okay, well, this name looks fun. Boop, beep, boop, boop, boop.
Oh, wow.
Voting! And I realized that if I'm going to walk the walk and talk
Yeah.
the talk, I cannot do that. So this year I really sat down and I looked at the candidates' websites and I read through their platforms and read some of
Good.
their background.
You
and
educated yourself.
I feel a lot more educated. And it took me 15 minutes. And what's really funny is I have a student intern right now who's interning with what I do with the musical and theater arts club and all that. And we're sort of in a lull this week. We're in between musical and us going to Broadway on Friday. And I was like, let's learn about the candidates. So I made him look them up and read them to me as I sat there
Some of
reading.
these kids don't know about this stuff, and this
Yeah,
might
yeah,
be the only exposure they have to it, so it's good for them to get
And he and
educated,
I
too.
actually had a good conversation about some of it. So I was like, all right, as I'm learning, maybe I'm teaching him too.
I actually
So-
They
think
will soon be a voting age, so they
He is
need
a
to
voting
know.
age,
Oh, he
yeah.
is? Okay, see,
And
there you go. They
and
should
I
be
actually
educated.
think that one of the good things that seems to be happening is that the very younger generation, the really new voters and the 20-somethings, really are taking an interest in this, and that's wonderful.
Yeah, I've had some
Whatever
good
their interest may be, at
conversations.
least they're not being complacent about it. And I think that's wonderful.
Not all of them. I mean, there's complacency at every age,
sure.
but I've had some good conversations
Yes.
with some of my senior students,
Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah.
really proud of them for that.
I mean, do you educate them on the issues and the things that they're trying to, like,
Here and there,
legalize or not legalize?
My subject area doesn't naturally lend to it, but I do mention things. I try not to give them my opinion on too much of
you
things.
can't do
Yeah, you
that.
don't want to
Because
sway them.
I want them to
yeah.
form, and not just like on politics, but
Right.
on things in the environment and
Right.
things that I'm
Everything.
passionate about and that I teach about. I'll try to give them both sides, but I'm like, I'm not, and kids will say, well, what do you think? And I'll say, it's not
about
my
that.
job to give you my opinion. It's my job to give you the skills to make your own opinions. I need
Right.
you to form an opinion, and my opinions are mine. And once you've formed yours, if you want to talk with me, then we can. But
Right.
I don't want to just give you my opinion. That's not teaching.
No,
That's forcing.
Yeah.
So
And speaking of opinions, what do we think about the possibility of medical marijuana being legalized?
well, it is.
Well, I just,
It is legalized. It has it. See, I'm a little out of the loop. She's done. So yeah, what do we think
I
about
just
that?
don't think it's. I just don't think it's a big issue. I think it's long overdue, frankly, and very honestly. And I'm not going to go into the whole story. When I was 4 years old, and I started getting asthma, my mother found this stuff she could buy in a can for 45 cents a can at the drugstore called Asthmador. And she would put a little pile of it when I would have my asthma attacks. She'd put a little pile of it and light it, and I would inhale it, and it would relax me, and I'd go to sleep. And for 12 years, till I went to college, that's the only the only thing I had that would relieve my asthma that I
what
would get
is
in
it?
fall. It was marijuana.
Oh,
It was marijuana,
nice.
and it never. I mean,
she
you
can get
know,
that at the pharmacy?
yeah, for 20.
So
I think it was
see?
45 cents for like a little can, like Golden's mustard came in.
And how old are you?
My
say?
times have
7?
changed.
I used this till I went to college.
No, I mean, like, how old were you when she first gave it to you?
4.
4. Oh my god.
But it was just something. What it did
That's
was it relaxed
funny.
me.
What a time
And
it
then
was
a long time later, after I was teaching and smelling marijuana, I went home one night and I said, "Mom, that stuff that you used to burn, that Asthmador, do you know what that was?" And she said, "Yeah, it was marijuana."
Whoa. Okay.
Well, it was just one of those things
So,
that
I
people
mean-
weren't overdoing it.
no.
It was used, and
medicinal
frankly,
purposes, and
it's
it
still
worked.
the best thing that I've ever used for my
Yeah.
asthma.
Clearly, we
So
can't buy it in
now-
the store anymore, can we?
Now,
If you notice, Martha breathes like a champ. Thanks, Mom and Asthmador.
There's no wheeze here.
No, he's here.
No.
Martha breathes better than anyone I know. Since age 4.
so I don't know. Do I think it's a big deal? No,
It's
I
not.
don't. I mean, really, with all the other things we should be worried about. I think
Yeah, there's
that's
a lot of bigger fish to fry,
Yeah,
that's for
I don't
sure.
think
We
that's a
make
big
such
deal.
mountains out of molehills,
It's-
man, on everything.
Yes.
Everyone's gonna freak out about
Yeah.
something. Calm your panties, kids. It's okay.
It's not that serious.
It's not that big a deal.
Let's not get our shorts in a
And you
bunch.
know what? It's not an entry-level drug. It's not, it's not sure. I never went on to heroin,
Yeah,
and
That's good.
I just think we have bigger things to worry about when it comes to legalized pharmaceuticals far beyond marijuana. The price of pharmaceuticals and the overprescribing of pain medicine, high impact pain medicine is just disgusting
Yeah.
because that is addictive.
Yeah, it is. Pain
Scary.
medicine is terribly addictive.
Yeah.
Well, good. I mean, you're right. It's not that big of a deal. So people need to.
But if I
Worry about the
if
more
I'm
serious
starting to have
things.
asthma attacks, I will certainly look for a practitioner who will give me a prescription.
Don't hesitate.
Write that
right?
script. Oh my goodness.
That's so funny. So I heard, speaking of, cures for stuff, and I don't know if there's a cure for this, but I heard the Zika virus is in Pennsylvania.
That's okay. That's really scary to me. And I've been trying to keep a level head about it, trying not to go crazy, but
Right.
It's hard not to.
And my husband and I are thinking about having another baby soon.
Really?
Yeah, and
I'm gonna be an aunt?
You're gonna be an aunt again.
Again. Oh,
And
no.
that's a scary thought. I mean, if I do get pregnant, I'm gonna wear
Yeah, this crazy-
I'm gonna wrap myself in mosquito netting. And, I mean, because it goes back and forth. They've found a linkage. They have not found a link. There is causal concern. There's not.
Be consistent
I'm gonna
already.
err on the side of caution and say
Let's be
Zika
safe
is going to
about
have
it.
some problems for me if I were pregnant.
And still, I heard that the other day that some agency has developed a mosquito. They think that they can actually send out. They have modified a mosquito
Yes.
to send out that will do something to the Zika mosquitoes.
So it's a male. It's a male mosquito.
Right,
It's a male
and
mosquito.
it will kill the offspring, or it will do something to stop the
So what happens
reproduction.
is it'll mate with the female, and then
Right.
the eggs they lay, they will be sterile and die.
So why was there so much objection to this? Because there was huge objection.
Really?
I honestly have no idea, but I guess the whole fact that it's GMO
That was
and
it,
they don't
because
know
it's
what's
a genetically.
That's a major topic
and
these days.
I know,
folks,
but
we once
We have to
again,
give a little.
once again, making a mountain out of a molehill. You have been eating genetically modified organisms
Your whole life.
entire life. Maybe not, science, but that's
we're
how we
gonna
have
have a
all of our
home
vegetables
viewer.
and
A home
everything.
viewer.
Home viewer.
Hello, dears. How are you? It's Jane.
Jane!
Jane's here.
Jane, hi.
We've been wondering
I'm
where you
so-
are.
Well, I'm so sorry I couldn't be there. I had to be away, and it's sort of clandestine, so I shan't go into it.
Oh, another one.
It's a secret.
Oh, it was. Actually, there was a tragic accident in the family of my masseuse in Bulgaria, so I had to fly across and comfort him.
Oh, that was nice of you.
Bulgaria.
You're a
That's
good
really
friend.
very sad.
Well,
Why am I smiling?
We're just happy to hear from you. That's all. We miss you,
Well-
so we're happy to hear your voice.
when I'm around Olaf, I smile too. So I assume it's going well.
Jane, we're
How is-
drinking margaritas tonight.
Oh my goodness! Well, we'll have to do that again sometime. Oh,
We
my
will.
definitely.
We
Summer-
will.
My
You know what
God,
happens
she's
when I
lovely.
drink margaritas, Jane.
I do. Now you just behave
Full
yourself.
Western ladylike.
Re-
I'm always
Remember,
lady.
there are several married men in the house.
Lady.
So I was wondering because I was told that. Oh, can we roll that? Can we roll that intro? Well,
Boss knows around.
Oh, wow.
there we go. So I was thinking, since I'm over here in Bulgaria, where I have my spa work done, how do we feel about landscaping
Oh,
of the body type?
that's important. I am a well-tended garden, Jane. A
Oh
well-tended
my
garden.
goodness gracious!
It's very important.
Now,
Martha's like, no, it's not.
I don't think I'm even going to enter into this one.
well, I think you should, Martha, because I think, don't you get to a point where it just doesn't matter? Well, not that it doesn't matter, but you just don't really put that much effort into it.
No, you know what? Yeah, there were times in the last couple months that I felt that way, but it's a slippery slope. Once you don't care, you just really don't care. So, no, I haven't gotten quite to that point yet.
All right. Well,
No,
Atta girl.
it is important. No, it really is important.
I'd say
Oh,
Yeah,
It
is
makes
important.
you feel good.
Yeah,
Makes you
absolutely.
feel good.
well, that's true. It does. And certainly, when I stand before a mirror, I like seeing that little heart shape carved out. It makes me smile and makes me feel loved.
It makes you feel loved. That's good. Feeling
Whatever.
loved is important.
Well, everyone should be loved,
I
Absolutely.
agree.
but the ambulance is leaving now, so I
Oh.
really should get back to Olaf and tend to him. So
Give Olaf
Tend
her
away.
lug.
it has been lovely talking to you.
We'll send
Olaf,
Olaf our
We
love.
miss you.
Miss you, darling.
Wonder
I
how
will
you
see
say
next
that in
month.
Romanian?
What?
Where is it?
Bulgaria.
Bulgarian.
Yes, I'm in Bulgaria.
Wonder what the time
Great phone
difference is in
reception.
Bulgaria.
It's wonderful.
I don't know.
Okay,
Probably
roll that
overnight.
outro, and I'm
Early
out.
morning.
Goodbye, girls.
Bye, Jane.
That was kind of fun.
Well, that surprise topic made me feel awkward, and I had a C-section at Reading Hospital, so I didn't think anything could do that.
No hearts here.
By the end of my hospital
No.
stay, I was like, "Sure, come on in, see whatever you
Oh my
want.
gosh,
It's here."
that's
And
hysterical.
still, I'm like,
when you
Shame out
lose-
the window.
yeah.
When you lose all scruples, right? All.
Yeah, well, it
And
was
it's like,
funny
come on.
because, like, the first 15 people that came through were like, "Can I take a look at your scar?" I was like, "Okay," and I thought they were checking on it.
No.
But then things started to click, and I realized it's a teaching hospital. I was like, "Are they just letting random interns walk in and look at my C-scar?"
Look at her stomach.
And then
for
I
5 points.
And then I didn't care. I was like, "Whatever. Take a look. It's beautiful work."
I
Thank
think
you.
women, once they start going to GYNs for annual things, how shy can you be when
Yeah.
there you are?
Yeah.
I mean, there's just nothing more.
I
That
don't
and
know.
Really?
theater. No, that and
No.
theater, man. Shame gone.
Really?
Right.
I'm still shameful. Catholic guilt.
Really?
It's not going anywhere.
Have some more margarita. We'll
I drink
fix it.
some.
Yeah, see what happens. See how far that guilt lasts.
Right.
Well, I mean, aside from landscaping, there's other beauty regimens that are kind of important as well. Like, what do you guys do that's like a daily thing for you?
Eyebrows.
Every day?
Eyebrows are
You
huge
still have
for me.
eyebrows left?
Well, yeah, because
Like,
no, because
Just saying,
look
like-
at faces and look at old people when their eyebrows get real white,
Yeah.
like mine are, and I really have to, kind of fill mine in
them
because it takes years off. It takes some years off your life if you have eyebrows, and I'm doing anything I can to take some years off my face. But yeah, that's
look
my every
beautiful.
day. That and
Moisturizer.
moisturizer. Yeah.
that's huge.
Moisturizer is big.
I think that's my only beauty regimen. I don't wear makeup because I'm lazy.
Well, you don't look at your skin. You have
It's
this
beautiful.
perfect face.
I'm
See,
blushing.
I don't wear
Hi.
foundation. I wear like that BB tinted moisturizer.
Yeah.
So I literally end up moisturizing my face
Yeah.
twice. And,
That's not a bad thing.
I have foundation on
That's
for the
pretty good.
show, but normally I don't wear
Yeah.
For the
No,
show?
that's all
I
I wear
should.
for this
Whoops.
too.
it. No,
I
you
don't.
shouldn't. You don't.
I don't like
need it.
foundation. It's so cakey on me, and then my skin
It
breaks
took me a
out.
long time to find some. I'm finding that I'm buying the expensive stuff now. And I
It's
used to
worth
be
it. You
able
get
to-
what you pay for.
Yeah, well, I think the older you get, the more you need to.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's because I buy expensive stuff. I think it's working, but I don't know that it's working. I got so rich.
The more, that's how my mom feels. Like she'll pay a ton of
Exactly.
I'm like, Mom, it doesn't
Exactly.
like, it's the best.
And the jar is gold, so the jar
the
is
stuff
gold.
I got at CVS is the best.
Don't ruin my placebo.
Yeah, they're fun. That's funny. That sounds like a rant.
No,
That's not a rant.
I got a better rant.
You got a better? Can we hear it?
Oh, you want my rant now?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Why don't we roll the Jane tape?
Oh, that's
Jane,
right.
we have a
okay.
Jane first. Okay, let's do that first.
Well, it's hard to believe we've never been here, but here we are, at Reading's
iconic pagoda. It's way up on the hill, so we're going to look around and see what we can see. Well, it seemed a good thing to go a little mountain climbing before we went to the pagoda, so come on. I'm queen of the hill. Isn't that wonderful? Here we are, the highest point in Reading. Well, I guess no, highest point in Reading. I feel a sense of accomplishment. Well, I don't know who lives here, but we're going to knock on the door and see if anybody's home and get for a moment out of the wind. Come on. It's 87 steps to the top of the pagoda, which is where we are now. This is my friend Ferdinand. Say hello. Very good. I guess this was originally going to be a hotel, and then they decided not to make it into a hotel. The depression happened, or something horrible happened, and well, they decided not to make a hotel out of it. But it still stands, a memory of the glory that was the Skyline Drive in Reading. I can see my house from here. It's that one, right there. Oh, we're going down the 87 steps. We've already gotten a head start. Follow me. Oh, more stairs. Watch your step. Watch the tram car, please. Perhaps this is the bottom. No, it's not. All the houses are getting bigger as we descend. This must be... No, it isn't. More steps. People, I think this is the end. Yes, we have reached the bottom. After 6 more steps. Here we are, in the lovely lobby of the pagoda, where you can buy pagoda things. Remember when I said I could see my house earlier? No. It's much bigger and closer now, but it's still there. Well, we've had a wonderful time here at the pagoda. We learned some things, we climbed some steps, we had our exercise for sure. And now I think, really, it's time to go have a drink.
That was fun. And see, I forgot we had a fun video of Jane at the pagoda.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I need to get there. I haven't
Have
been
you
inside
never?
it.
Oh,
I've never been inside it.
oh, it's great.
I was only inside once for a birthday party.
It's fun.
It's beautiful.
It's pretty
like
neat.
the
Yeah.
scenery's. It's
I've
a
been
little
up there.
scary of a drive though.
Yeah, I've been up there tons of times, but I've never been in the building.
I drove up that mountain in a really serious fog once. It was the most terrifying drive
Yeah,
of my
it
life.
is.
I was seriously hugging the steering.
Yeah.
I was really
Yeah, it's
terrified.
scary.
It may not have been a good decision.
It happened like halfway up. I started up the mountain, everything was fine. Then it got like completely
Wow.
enveloped in cloud. I'm like, whoa.
Wow.
And I can't turn around. There's
No.
nowhere to turn around. It was weird. It was
The
really
pagoda
fun.
is certainly
So
a
Jane
unique
had a
place.
beautiful day
Yeah.
for it,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yes.
Now, we discussed our beauty regimens. What do you think Jane's beauty regimen is like? I mean, she's got that flawless makeup that she wears.
She does, and I'm sure it takes her longer.
And nails. Like Jane's
Yeah.
hair always looks good.
Right.
Yeah,
A lot of massage sessions with
Yeah.
Olaf, I think, helps.
Have you
Well,
find
I
it?
bet
as-
Olaf's on strike right now. I mean, he's
and you're
probably
so
pretty
beautiful.
devastated.
You don't use makeup, and you don't have to. But do you find, and you're beautiful too. But
Oh,
do you find, because I know you do use makeup, as you've gotten a little bit older, that what you do changes as far as your makeup is concerned, or have you changed
Yeah.
your makeup?
Yeah, here and there. And well, Everything's like pre-David, post-David.
That depends on what you have time for these days.
Yeah. I mean,
whatever
if
you can squeeze in.
Right.
He was on a jag for a while where he was like, "Hey guys, 5 a.m. Hey,
Oh,
let's
wow.
play." And you're like, "No, you will go back to sleep now." And he does this really cute thing where he used to get up and cry. So you'd wake up and you'd hear, "Wah!" And now you wake up to, "Mommy, Daddy, Mommy, wake up!" And you're like, "All right, I'd be angry, but that's adorable." So it's really what you have time for. And
Right.
I
It's
do.
so sweet.
Yeah, I have that BB moisturizer stuff. So I moisturize my face after a shower. I put the BB stuff on. I do a light powder, blush, eyeliner, mascara,
That's a lot of work.
and that's it.
Yeah.
It's 5 minutes.
But I was going to
Doesn't
say,
that
yeah, you
say
can do
to
it
me?
in no
I'm like,
time.
wow, that
No.
took me an hour.
I think what I've found is, again, as I've gotten older, my eyes just sort of fade into nothing. And I spend more time and more makeup on my eyes on a
focus
daily
on bringing
basis.
them out a little
Yeah,
bit.
just to bring them out, because
Yeah.
they, as you really get old, they really sort of fade into your head. It's just kind of strange.
I focus on my eyes too because they're the thing I like the most on my face, and my glasses, because I have such a high prescription, like shrink them down.
Same.
Ready?
My
Watch
glasses
this. It's
make them
magic.
disappear.
1, 2, 3, bigger eyes.
There they are.
1, 2, 3,
have trouble-
smaller eyes.
Do you have trouble putting your eye makeup on with your glasses off?
No, I have a
just have to get
standing
right up
mirror.
and down
Yeah,
and-
the mirror is here, and I'm like,
When
yeah,
I
working.
do makeup, I'm like right on that mirror, face down. It's all
Right.
fogged up from my breath.
The thing that bothers me is I'll look in the mirror and I'll be like, this looks good. I can make this work for the day. And then
you
I
get out in the car.
And then I get out in the car, or I
It's
see
over.
myself in the mirror. I see myself on TV, and I'm like, who is that? What is that crap? That's
Yeah.
not me. That's not what I looked like 10 minutes ago in the mirror.
That's
Same.
I hate that.
Everything is
Yeah.
different in the
I
car.
Daylight,
know.
yeah.
You
daylight.
look at yourself and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
no, like things you totally missed. That's
Yeah.
kind of.
I know.
Do your makeup in the car. That's my recommendation.
Nevertheless, it's fun. I mean,
I
just
like
fun.
makeup.
Makeup.
I
love
like
I'm
makeup.
so
makeup.
lazy.
I enjoy it.
I love
I'll do
doing
half my
makeup.
face
Yeah,
and then
I
I'm like,
love
I don't even want to do the other half because I get exhausted. I do. I'm that lazy. I'm like, oh, well,
But
my eyes painted.
You
and-
have this perfect face. I can't imagine why you need it. Look at
No,
your eyes. You
sometimes
have
it depends on
natural
how long
color
I've
in your
slept.
eyes.
It depends on how much I've slept.
Right.
I have like a paper bag kind of day. So everybody has the where you want to put a bag over your head.
I just remember being a little girl and watching my mom put on makeup. And to
Me
this
too.
day, my mom is still the most beautiful woman I know. And
that's cute.
I'd watch her do her hair and put on her makeup, and she's gorgeous, and she just has a flawless way about her, you know? And I always just remember being, thinking, I'll be my mom when I grow up, you know? I'm her child.
That's
I should be able to look like
cute.
her. And yeah, I mean, she taught me everything about makeup, and she would put makeup on me when I was little, like a little bit of blush, a little bit of lipstick, and it's just, so it's kind of like a, this is a girls club kind of thing. This
My
is,
mom did that too. I think that's how I got lazy. I'd watch her. I'm like, she looks awesome, but this takes a long time.
Mom, it's been 15
Like,
years.
I'm trying to get to skate rehearsal. Like, let's move it, please. Something.
I don't know, I'm probably more high maintenance than I think I am, but I mean, I can be out the door in under
watch
30
you once
minutes,
you
and,
do it.
and redden up my hair and all that. And I remember being younger, and we'd all be standing downstairs, and my dad would be like, "Oh, for the love!" We're like,
go.
"Mom, it's tomorrow already. Let's go." So I think there is a compromise with your beauty regimen. You don't need to take 4 hours, but you need to take the time you need to feel like you want to feel.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do take 4 hours just to do nothing. Like, I'm that draggy. Like, I don't want to leave the house. I like being home.
Oh, in the summer I'm like that.
Yeah.
In the
take forever?
summer, I like to take my time. Like right
I
now,
do take
it's
my time
in
for
the shower,
no
out of the shower,
reason.
do my hair, do my
Because
makeup,
you're
put
going
on
to school.
clothes.
Have to
Yeah,
hustle,
get the
yeah.
During the
kids.
summer, you don't have
In the
quite
summer,
that.
I'm like, take a shower, lounge for a while.
That's me. I'll watch like a TV
Right,
show between
right,
getting
right.
dressed
I'm
and
like,
drying my hair. I'm
the
like,
Today
oh,
Show's on.
I'm
Let's see this segment. What you got for me, Matt Lauer? And then it's like, oh, clothes. Let's do that. Let's put those on.
Yeah, those were a good idea.
Let's dry my hair.
Oh my god. That's so
By
funny.
noon, I'm ready to go out.
Yeah, and speaking of beauty regimens, and I have this disgusting topic because I know all of us have encountered this at some point. How do you deal with stinky people? Like people who do not incorporate certain things into their beauty
Do you
regimen.
run into this in your classrooms at all?
You have to.
Because I
In
do.
college,
have to.
no,
In
no,
high
in
school,
non-college,
you must.
no, I
High school
don't.
kids just stink.
But high school, you know where it really was bad? When I taught 8th grade, and they'd come in after gym class. And I finally got to the point where, especially at this time of the year, they're coming in from gym, their hormones are going, so now they're really stinky. And I'd say,
Tell me about it. I teach
tell
color.
your
These kids
mothers
are
you
awful by
really
the end.
are old enough to wear deodorant. She needs to buy you deodorant.
This is important.
And don't come into my class until you're
you
going to
figure
phys
out
ed
what
class.
that odor
You
is
need
and
to
how to
use it
kill it.
every day, folks. But yeah, it's not kids as much as
Adults. I've smelled some really ripe adults.
Oh, really?
It's
So I-
vicious.
I've had more of an experience with students, and I feel a little bad because some of the students, it's not so much a lack of self-awareness, it's a lack of ability to take care of the problem, if you know what I mean. Like, there just isn't the home structure.
Oh, yeah.
help
So they
that.
just don't know any better.
Yeah, I mean,
They should,
but
but they don't.
I think
it's sad. It's sad.
It is sad.
But I think, I mean, I have worked with people that looked well groomed, and I think the real problem is with dry cleaning, that people don't get their clothes dry cleaned. And so once you've sweated in your winter coat or
That's
your
old
winter
sweat.
jacket, it's going to smell until you have it really dry cleaned.
And if you wear it again, it's
And
gonna
if you
really
wear it,
start
that's
kicking.
still there.
It's bad.
And I don't know. I remember sitting next to a kid in all through school. She sat near me because her names were close together. We were all always in alphabetical. She just smelled so bad. And everyone noticed it. And we tried very hard to be. We gave her bath beads at Christmas. You know, if you were her secret bath
They were all
beads or
these smelly
soap.
stuff.
And it was funny. She was from her parents were well educated. She was an only child. She had beautiful clothes, but I don't think they were ever washed or cleaned. She just,
Oh my gosh, she just kept wearing them.
yeah.
It's just strange, though, right? I don't.
What seems like
I mean,
common
because
sense.
aren't you constantly going, you know?
Well, that's what
I mean, don't
Those people make me self-conscious. Yeah, like 'cause
Yeah,
I don't know
but
if
I
it's
mean-
them or me, and I'm kind of like,
Yeah, exactly.
Please let it be that.
Exactly.
I've
yeah.
done that
Please let
too.
it
I'm
be
like,
them, not me.
exactly.
I'm like, hey guys, look at the.
Yeah,
oh,
right.
look at the board.
not it.
Sitting on the board.
Right.
And look at this board over. I'm good right over here.
Or this kind of thing. Oh no, it's you.
I'm so relieved when I check myself and it's not me. I'm like, because you don't know, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I will
That makes
say
you
though,
wonder.
like I think like in the armpit range, I'm pretty good. But I'm gonna make a little confession on that's what she said tonight. I can get stinky feet.
Really?
Yeah,
I think
have.
that's like a genetic thing.
I'm
though.
obsessed with
I think it
foot
is
pads, so that
yeah.
doesn't
because
happen, but
I
bet
have,
would too.
and my mom said that even as a baby, I always had like sweaty feet.
So you're
And-
just
Yeah.
predisposed
So that's
to it.
why, like, yeah, when April hits,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Flip-flops.
girl is putting on flip flops, and they're not
Yeah.
coming off till November. But I have this pair of sneakers that I wear that I call my stinky
Sneakers
shoes.
get stinky.
And I mean, I put them on, and I know that just
They're just
magic
awful.
is going to be happening because I take them off, and I'm like, I know everybody's smelling this because I am.
My bartending
So
shoes
sorry.
cause that problem because they're black and they wear black socks. Like black
Oh,
socks
yeah.
are not good.
Yeah.
They're just bad.
So, you know, it's just what you deal with. But, you know, when you've changed as many poopy diapers as I have now, smell is a relative thing. You're like,
Really?
well, it's not as bad as the last diaper I changed, so I think we're okay.
Yeah, you'll get over that. You'll get over that.
Can I tell you a
That
funny
guy
story?
sitting next to you is going to smell really bad again.
I'll tell you a funny story. Yesterday, my husband took David to the park and played while I went and did something else. Or I went shopping. Yeah, I did the grocery shopping. He's napping when I come home. Wakes up from his nap. I go to change his diaper. And it's kind of in the darkness of his room. And I look at him like, what is all this? I turn on the light. He just had dirt and rocks and pebbles down his diaper. Just in there. And I was like,
He was grabbing handfuls.
wow.
I've got a boy.
That couldn't have felt good.
He slept in his mind.
Becca just took a picture. Becca's watching tonight. Hi, Becca. Nico was playing in the dirt with dirt all over his head. I think he was probably eating it, but boys are just gross. They're just born to be that way. They can't help it.
Picks up rocks and throws them in the air.
Yeah, like dirt party.
Wee!
Oh, I love him. That's
And then
so
when he
cute.
gets a little stinky, you know, like I'll give him a
Hose him
hug and
off.
I'll go, it's bath time, get upstairs.
Right.
hose him off
We need
outside.
to de-stink you, yeah.
De-stink. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Except for the rant.
Oh, let's hear a rant from Martha.
All right.
left there with your black face.
Well, you know what, I've been thinking, because there's been so much ranting over the last months with the candidates and their debates and all their nonsense, that I would really like to not have this Calder rant anymore, because it's so... I'll tell you what, though, that really has bothered me. In the last couple of weeks I've been particularly aware of the fact that if I watch something on HBO, or if I watch even Law and Order, and many shows will say mature content, parental guidance suggested, or not appropriate for children, or this is, on HBO they tell you all the things. It's violence, it's bad language, it's mature nudity, whatever. But those debates and those political things that have been going on, there are no disclaimers on those. And we've got kids that have been watching them and hearing their kids and and I'm not going to mention his name, but one person especially, in my mind, is an incredible bully. And I was thinking I was the only one feeling this way until, the Southern Poverty Law Center did a survey of elementary teachers to find out what effects the candidates' speeches and so forth were having on children. They found that there was a very much higher percentage of bullying toward Latino children, and that Muslim children, especially afraid that somebody was going to kill them, or that they were going to be sent away. One teacher said,
fear.
but it has been it's been made much worse because of the things that have been said, absolutely unfiltered, and we're such hypocrites, because we put that thing on Law and Order and on the HBO shows. We're so worried about what our children might hear, but we don't care if they hear that bully on television say what Mexicans come across the border and the things that he's going to do to Muslims or all Muslims. We haven't cared about what that did to our children. And just coincidentally, my daughter sent me and I don't know where it is, my daughter sent me a letter that had a Doonesbury cartoon. If any of you have been reading Doonesbury, I don't think the Reading papers found them politically correct anymore, but Doonesbury ran a whole series last week of things that particular gentleman has said, and I use the term loosely, in his rants, in his political rants, that kids could use to bully other kids. And they ran 3 columns of words that he has used that if you're tired of being bullied, here are things that you could say to kids in return. I'm always concerned about children, and I just think it's kind of hypocritical of us as a nation. We're so concerned about what the rap music they listen to and the HBO things and the cartoons that have to be politically correct and all that. But we're putting these bozos on who are saying all kinds of inflammatory things toward groups of people, and we let our children hear them, and then of course we talk to our children about them. Just incredible to me. That's my rant today, and I'm not ranting, I'm trying to be very reasonable.
It's a statement.
It's a statement.
Not a rant.
The
State of a Martha
hypocrisy of it all.
address.
State of a Martha
It
address.
is indeed.
I love it.
So.
I think we have a lot of tweets coming in here. I gotta get on that. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Share our tweets.
Let me get on there. Something I wanted to bring up is, I've been thinking about this. What do you think, the most dangerous jobs are? I mean, you two as educators, you have to, although your job sounds pretty safe, I mean, you have a dangerous job too. Bad things happen in schools all the time.
Being a miner, I mean, besides all the new dangers that we're all worrying about, I think mining has got to be the most dangerous job. That I don't think you could pay me enough to be a miner.
Yeah.
A lot of agricultural jobs are very dangerous.
Oh yeah.
In agricultural jobs, you're working with equipment that is big and powerful, and you're working with moving parts that if they catch a ring or a shirt sleeve, your whole arm's gone. And so that's very dangerous. Wasn't it put out there that like the most dangerous job was the deep sea crab fisherman or something like that?
Yeah. Deadliest Catch. There's a show about it called Deadliest Catch. I forget what channel it's on.
I think policemen. I mean, as much as we you know, there are bad apples in every profession, but it's got to be a very dangerous job in many places right now to be a cop.
It's a volatile thing.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if you're going to be received well or if you're going to be attacked. Yeah.
And it's again like teachers, we are judged by the least of us. You know, there are 500,000 wonderful teachers, but the one that seduced her 7th grade boy, her
That's
7th
the one
grade
that's
student,
giving everyone
that's the
their-
one that
That's
we
what
are
we all
all
become.
judged by.
That's
Right.
what we all become.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Even though it's a terrible thing.
What do you think is the most dangerous?
You know, I think honestly, these days you hear every job is really dangerous. I mean, their bank tellers risk their lives every day going into work because people rob banks all the time. Store clerks, educators. I mean, you have that girl that was just beaten to death in a school fighting over a boy. She fell and hit her head on the sink. So I mean, like every job is dangerous, even ones that seem safe. Anything can happen. So
is that what they really? Has that been the cause of death now that she hit
her
they
head
said
on the
they
sink
really
while they were
beat her
fighting.
up. Yeah,
they did beat her up, but her cause of death was because she hit the sink. So I mean, think of the people that had to split that fight up, and you know who had to relay the message to her parents. It's just every job is really kind of awful.
If a teacher sees a fight, they must try to stop it. At least this is Pennsylvania law. But the only thing they really have to say is stop fighting. You don't have to put yourself in the middle of it. You have to say loudly, stop fighting, and keep saying it. And so then you can't be judged as negligent.
Have you ever broken up a fight?
No. No.
You?
And no.
Really?
No.
Years ago, but yeah.
No. I would walk very slowly and say, stop fighting.
I did once after color guard practice. It didn't happen at color guard practice. We had let them out. They were across the street, down this hill fighting. And I saw them and I went running down that hill. Like, I didn't even think. But yeah, I mean, that right there, I mean, we all put our lives in our hands doing things like that. You just never know.
That's, I dislike that mentality of, you know, you wronged me, so I'm going to beat you up.
Right.
There are better ways to do things.
Yeah.
Well, there was
This was
what is it?
over a boy.
Yeah.
And that's,
always.
drives me nuts.
Always.
Drives me nuts.
Yeah, like,
And
girls,
this is
let's not
prom,
be so
but this
stupid.
is the worst time, right?
Prom
This
time.
is prom
This is
time.
prom
Now,
week,
this
yeah.
is when all those kids who were in love in September and
Stuck going with their exes.
and wanted to get there first. So would you go to the prom? And now she said yes. And nobody else has found her, but he's got someone else. He really wants to take her to the prom. She's hanging out by
High school
herself.
is complicated.
It's horrible. This is,
High
don't you
school
hear
is
these?
complicated.
Oh, I've had all kinds of kids crying.
I hear these kids
I
say
bought
all
my
can tell
dress in
stories.
October. You know,
I'm hearing the
treat it like
dealings of
weddings.
things right now.
I think if I were a school administrator, I'd have a law that the prom is next week. Nobody gets to ask anyone to the prom
Until the week.
until 3 weeks before. No, because you have to get your nails and you have to do everything.
Or make it like
Only 3 weeks.
Brigadoon prom.
Yep,
You have no idea
absolutely.
where it's coming.
Right,
We're going to announce it 4 days in
right.
advance. Make your plans and go. You know
Right.
what? I think that's a brilliant Brigadoon prom.
yeah.
It's a thing. It'll catch on.
It's like,
Try it.
what did they call that? Come as you are party. Did you have those when you were kids?
No.
Oh, I guess. Did you know what I'm talking about?
No.
That was a big thing when I was in high school. You'd have a come as you are party. And so at 9:30 on a Saturday morning, they would come to your door and say, come to Nancy's house because we're having a and there you were, you know, Saturday morning, you got your hair
your
in rollers.
pajamas.
In your pajamas. And everybody would come to Nancy's house and we'd have breakfast.
Oh, wait. You have to be told?
I want to have a party like that.
It'd be like spur of the moment.
Hey, maybe
Let's
next,
do it.
Maybe next month we can just all film it.
Come as
One
you
of
are.
my-
That's what she said.
Party at my house. Come as you are.
Right.
Oh, I have been
welcome.
waiting for the opportunity to wear pajamas on this show. This is happening.
do
Can we have
that.
a pajama party next month?
I've been asking.
Let's do it.
Yes, pajama party.
Oh,
We're doing it.
sure.
Doing it.
Okay.
I bet Jane has some really
You got a
good
home
Ooh,
viewer.
viewer.
Excellent.
Somebody who remembers come at your parties.
Hi, home viewer.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How
How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to call in and say that my name's Jill, and I live in Wyomissing, and I watch your show almost every month, and
That's
I really
awesome.
enjoy it.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Jill.
Thanks
Love
for
you.
watching. That's awesome that you watch all the time. I hope we entertain you.
You always do.
I'm so glad.
We try. We have so
So
much
glad.
fun here, so I'm glad that you have fun with us too.
Well, it definitely comes through. So.
Very cool. Thank you for calling.
Thank
That's so
you.
cool.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Jill.
you're welcome. And I also wanted to just do a quick plug here. So April is National Poetry Month.
Yes.
And for those of you watching or on the show who may not know, Bard Fest is happening through kind of the middle of May in Berks County. So I just want to give a quick plug for that, too.
I was
Thank
one
you.
of the,
Thank
I
you
was
so
one
much.
of the original organizers of the first Bard Fest.
Very
I was.
cool.
Yes, I was.
Who knew?
Way back.
Surprise. Thank you for sharing that information.
Yes.
Yeah, you're welcome. And ladies, keep doing what you're doing. It's great.
Thank,
Thank
you.
you.
Keep watching
Take
what we
care.
do.
More tweets? We've got more
Read
tweets.
them out. So
Wow.
We,
the one.
all right, let's see what we got. Some tweets. here.
Tweets?
Yeah. Let's see. Give me a second here. I'm not that skilled with the tweet.
My chocolate lab tweets. He
Your
has
chocolate lab
My chocolate
tweets? Who's
lab.
that, Chooch?
Yes.
Chooch
He has a
tweets?
friend in who has an Instagram account in Toronto, another chocolate lab. His name is Duckman. And he looks very much like Chooch, and we communicate through our tweets.
That's so cool.
Fantastic.
I love that he tweets. I'm gonna have to friend Chooch.
10 minutes.
You know, Becca has said that here on the Twitter that she has, I can vouch for this, she will not go to important events unless she gets her eyebrows done.
See,
She refuses. She refused to
Absolutely.
go to a wedding once where she was running a spotlight or something. She was like, I'm not coming if I don't get my eyebrows waxed. It's
wow,
important.
it's very important.
You gotta do you gotta be what the kids say, on fleek.
On fleek.
I don't know.
Yes.
That's what my kids say. I'm like, what is that?
I don't think my kids are qualified to use that word.
No, that's a dumb word.
That's not a word they get to
It's
use.
not a word. And someone else, R.V. Kramer, said BO isn't that bad, but he has a problem with adults who smell of cigarettes. Having to sit at work with that smell is awful.
That's true. That's
I
true.
can't agree more. That's
Absolutely.
the most awful
Absolutely.
Especially
Yeah.
some, like, I don't know about you guys, but I did used to smoke, and
Yeah,
so I
I did
noticed
too.
I didn't.
Yes.
smell like
Yes.
majorly
Yes.
after I stopped
I think
smoking.
it
was like,
offends
oh.
me more as an ex-smoker than it would
You
have if I
smell
were
it
a
more
non-smoker.
sharply.
I smell it on kids' homework.
Oh,
They'll
when
turn
the
in their
parents
work,
smoke.
Yeah.
and I'll go to grade it, and it wafts up, and I'm like,
Ew.
"Whew,
Wow.
okay." And
So gross.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't abide by smoking.
I don't see as much smoking on Albright's campus, which is kind of neat. I don't see a lot of kids. When I see a kid smoking, it always strikes me as odd because
It is
I don't
odd.
see it very often.
Yeah, I don't.
That's a good
I don't
sign.
either anymore.
Becca shared a picture of her stinky little boy in the dirt playing in the
Oh,
I
a
saw that
dirt-
picture.
Oh,
That's great.
perfect.
Can we
Does
show
she mind if we?
Nico? No, Nico's
He's
face is-
adorable.
He's so adorable. And like 2 seconds later, she took a full face picture. Lots of dirt everywhere.
And by the way, Chooch likes dirt. He loves to dig in the
Chooch
dirt.
likes dirt?
Chooch likes dirt.
Uh-oh. Becca's husband wants to come to our jammy party.
Ooh, all right.
Too.
It really
You
is
can
going to be a
have
party now.
It is a party.
I think we need to do that. Sell
think so,
tickets.
too.
Everyone, we can come to a
Ooh.
pajama party next episode.
Ooh, I'll make
Jamie,
pancakes.
you know this is a good idea. You love it.
It sounds like a fundraiser to me. That's what she said, fundraiser.
Right. What else is new?
What else is new?
Yeah.
Any shows you guys are watching right now?
Well, no. And the reason why is
Well,
because I've been
We've
held by the neck at Color Guard.
Yeah,
premises.
I'm sure. We've just finished watching The Americans.
Oh, you know, I've heard good things about that.
Well,
and I like
you know,
Carrie
I'll
Russell.
tell you what, after a while, I like Carrie Russell too. I hated everybody on the show. Every character. If they had died, I wouldn't have cared. They
Like,
were just
really?
It's a
Wow,
it's
Martha,
a very
that's a
well written
strong
show.
statement.
No, because it's a really well written show, and
Except
it's
for
just
that.
so well. It's
So
like,
they're real characters.
they are real characters. It's back in the
Yeah.
But what I did watch the other day, if you haven't seen it, there have been reviews of so forth. The Anita Hill, the hearing for Clarence Thomas.
I remember that.
Do watch it. Do watch it if you get
Okay.
a chance.
You've
I
seen
was
it?
I'm sure you
listening
can
about it on
stream
NPR.
It's called
and it was-
Confirmation.
Yeah, they did because was that Nina Stoudemire on NPR? She helped
Yeah.
to break that,
Yes.
and so they were interviewing her on
Yes.
NPR, and it was really insightful. Like it was
It's
really
very well
good.
done, and I do remember it, but I just read a very cranky, snarky comment by a very conservative columnist who said, well, it was just not fair to Mr. Thomas to Clarence Thomas because it made him look guilty. Well, frankly, there was no reason for Anita Hill to come out and do what she did. It was no gain for her. It ruined her life. But it's very well done, and you will be chagrined. And the thing I was wondering, if it happened today, would those senators have responded differently?
Makes
really
you wonder.
interesting.
That's a good point.
It's very interesting.
Interesting.
It's well done.
Well, I don't know if I told you guys this, but my husband and I gave up cable.
Good for you.
Yeah, we
Good
have
for you.
we have basic and we have internet, and then we have
And you could stream
Netflix
everything.
and we have Netflix and Hulu.
Yeah.
And we have
You don't
Pandora.
really need much else.
Yeah, and it's been great.
No.
We'll put the music on, and David loves to dance. But so we're discovering different shows, and Netflix is great. It has all these original shows. I just discovered Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! I posted that on Facebook.
I love Kimmy Schmidt.
Like, I'm sitting here
My
right now
roommate got me
thinking,
hooked
I
on
wonder
that.
if I can squeeze an episode in before I go to bed for school. Because it's that good. It's
Titus
just
is my
so
favorite.
funny. Titus is hilarious.
Her roommate. Oh my gosh.
But I kind of like the Carol King character.
She's crazy too.
She's so funny.
Yeah, you guys gotta
She's
watch
a great
it.
actress. If you're not watching this show, oh boy, howdy, you need
There's
to
a
go
lot
watch
of good
it.
stuff.
Unbreakable
on
Kimmy
Netflix
Schmidt.
and, yeah.
It's good. And Game
Lot
of
of good
Thrones just
stuff.
started back up, so we're like, yes! And we don't
Wow.
have HBO, so our plan is to subscribe to HBO just for Game of Thrones and then cut off the
But
subscription.
you can get it. You'll be able to stream it after a while.
Yeah, that's the idea. So like right around July, when it's almost over, we're gonna get our subscription,
watch
it,
anything there.
binge it all, and go
Right,
to town.
yeah.
So that's our plan. But right now,
5
Unbreakable Kimmy
minutes?
Schmidt, man,
5
that's a good
minutes.
show.
5 minutes. We only have 5 minutes
Only
left.
5 minutes
Time
left.
flies, right?
It does.
When you're having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what
now that you don't have cable, like how are you going to watch your sports teams?
I mean,
Do you even follow any sports teams?
no.
Guilty. Martha does though, because she's got a dog named Chooch.
Yeah. No.
It's painful. The Phillies, painful.
Oh,
Painful.
it's been a bad
They
time
did
for
beat the
them.
Mets once, right?
That's all it takes, right?
Call them the comeback
Home
kids.
run,
They'll come
is that
back.
what-
Chooch is still playing. Love Chooch.
Chooch
Still
is
love
still
Chooch. Yeah, they have some pretty cool players.
No, we watch sports. It's tough because we're Pittsburgh fans, so whenever there's a
You have to be real quiet in your neighborhood.
no, oh my gosh, you wouldn't even believe it how many
Your
Steelers fans
neighborhood
I see
gets
walking
loud.
around. Like there's so many intelligent
Well, your
people in the
choice is
city.
the
It's
Eagles.
ridiculous.
The Eagles or the Steelers.
Like you're a Steelers fan? Fantastic. That's great. But no,
their
we are
yellow
Pittsburgh
towels.
fans. Yeah, but no, and that was a concern. My husband is very much into sports, so I was like, "Are you going to be okay with this?" And he's like, "I'll figure it out. If it's really a
He
problem,
can
we'll
get
go
it
back."
on his iPad. Or
He
whatever.
has really learned to make it work.
Yeah.
So when games are on the regular stations, he's going to watch those, and he gets things live streaming. He watches a lot of soccer, international soccer, so that's online anyway.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
can watch everything still.
Yeah, I think he's had a little bit of a loss, but he's
adjusting.
He's
for
adjusting. He's
him.
learning
It's
to
an
deal with
adjustment.
it.
It's different.
And what it's done is, I got pretty desensitized to sports because it was sports all the time. And when it
over
wasn't
it.
a sports event, it was a show talking about sporting, and I was just like, make this stop now. But now that we don't have that constant sports channel streaming, it makes it a more special event.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of liking sports again, and I'm getting back into it, and I'm watching hockey games with him.
Good. See?
David watched the last hockey game with him, and he would cheer when Jesse would cheer, and that was good.
That's
it's like, okay,
fun. That's
now we're finding the specialness in these things again, because it's not just this constant
all the
flow.
time.
It's, okay, we have to consciously
Overkill.
think about it. So I think that makes sports better, and we're making a conscious effort this year to do more live sports.
That'll be fun.
It's more fun to be there
Yeah.
and smell it and
Hey,
see it.
we should go to a hockey game.
I would love to go to a hockey
I'd love
game.
that. And we just went to a Fighting Phil's
Maybe
game.
they'll let
and it
us
was so
skate
much
on the
fun.
ice.
Well, I'm not going to try that.
Look, I already roller
went on
skated for
roller
you
skates,
people.
no?
You didn't go on the roller skates.
I know,
did.
but I have
Jane.
since. I have since.
Have
so-
you? Good
Yeah.
for you,
Oh,
girl.
yeah,
For you.
several times,
That's
yeah.
right. You said you were going to.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I was just so out of it that day. I
have
just
2 minutes.
simply didn't feel like it.
It happens.
So I think we should make a mention. I mean, it's the 3-year bombing anniversary for the Boston Marathon. Like, it's been 3 years.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
No, no.
Oh yeah, 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's been 3 years.
Incredible.
That's incredible.
And a lot of the victims of the bombing came back and ran, or if they couldn't run, they participated another way. was very strong. It was
Yeah.
And what, 3 years since Sandy Hook or 4 years since Sandy Hook?
Yeah, I think it's 4 years.
And those people are still hurting. I mean, they will hurt always. I just can't imagine. I heard some of the siblings of the victims that were interviewed. These were little kids. They're still little kids, but some of their sisters or brothers were killed, and this one little boy is just, he's lost.
That's a shame.
He's just
That's so
really
sad.
awful. Again,
It's hard to
children,
recover from
what we
those
do to
things.
children. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So we only have like 2 minutes left, but is there anything that we want to plug? I know the Why Nots are in May.
Yeah, the Why Nots.
Why Nots are May 25th, and for those of you who don't know, the Why Nots is a celebration of musical theater, high school musical theater in Berks County. It's at
Sovereign Center.
Thank you very much. It was drawn a blank. On May 25th, tickets are for sale. You should go. Twin Valley will be there. A lot of the other schools in Berks County will be there.
But I think
And
that's
it's a
our,
fun
isn't that our next show? Isn't
Our next show is Monday, May 23rd at 9
Oh, the
Right,
3rd,
so
23rd,
I will
okay.
remind you to go get your tickets.
Yeah.
I'd also like
Right.
to make a shout out to Anthony from the Fighting Phils, who I got to see on Saturday night.
Oh, cool.
He was
Hi,
on our
Anthony.
show. Remember Anthony?
We did like Anthony. That
And
was
we
fun.
also want to tell you that,
Okay, so
that
Cooper got adopted.
Cooper was
Yay.
adopted.
Thank you for adopting Cooper, sweet dog. So we want to say goodbye. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's been an awesome night. We want
We
to
love
thank
you.
Lindsay, Tyler, and Joan in our studio here.
We
And
miss you,
thank
Jane.
We miss Jane. Thank you for calling,
But good
Jane.
job.
Who?
You.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
Good job.
Thanks for steering the ship, Captain.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Good job.
I'm glad to take one for the team.
I think it was fun.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.